Hello, I'm Christine from Rabbit Trails Homeschool, and I'm going to share inside of a not new unit. I already flipped to the right page. Early settlers. Guys, this is one of our first history units, and I never made a walkthrough video of it. What is wrong with me? I was probably super busy with one of the kids or sports or just life. And so I was like, oh my goodness, let's get a walkthrough of early settlers while we're featuring all of our history this month. So if you have never seen inside of one of our units, I'm going to take you through an entire lesson. If you have, you know the drill, but I'm still going to show you inside. So first things first, this is one of our smaller units. It only has 6 lessons. And those 6 lessons are Native Americans, and we're talking about like not so much ancient Native Americans, but like before European settler type Native American lesson, right? We're going to be talking about those explorers. We're going to talk about pirates. We're going to talk about pilgrims, Vikings, and also the French and Indian War. So this is all about those early settlers in America. And so we obviously want to focus on the natives who were here before anyone started exploring. And so that is where we start our first lesson. So actually, before I get into that lesson, I need to show you guys the books that go along with this, right? So that first book on Native Americans is Between Earth and Sky. We also have our book for explorers, Follow the Dream, the story of Christopher Columbus. We have 3 Young Pilgrims. We also, oops, I have an extra book here. We also have Blackbeard, the Pirate King, and I lived in North Carolina when we made this lesson. And so I was in the heart of Blackbeard country, so I was really excited to add that. We also have Leif the Lucky, and we have a picture book of Daniel Boone. And these books by David A. Adler are just fantastic. Get your hands on any of them that you can. They are so good. So those are the 6 main books that go with this curriculum. So if you are new to Rabbit Trails, for our history, these books are required books, meaning like we wrote the lessons based on what they're going to be reading in these books. Any of the other books inside that I'll be showing you are all just kind of extra books. And so if you can find them, if you can get to them, that is fantastic. You do not have to buy all of the additional books. So if you're looking to purchase any, you're only going to want to purchase those 6 books if you cannot get them at your library, or if you often have to put things on hold for a long time and stuff like that, just to make sure that you have them. So I'm going to walk you through a lesson. So it will start with the lesson portion of it. So this is where it's going to tell you all about whatever topic it is that we are learning about. So it's just going to have those key facts that we want your kiddos to know. So you're just going to read through this with them. And this one just explains about kind of Native Americans in general, because we have a whole different curriculum on Native Americans where it's going to go through the different regions of the U.S. and just their different customs and the different cultures that they had for all of that. So this is very general as far as Native Americans go. There's going to be copy work, and it's going to be a quote for our first piece of copy work that you are going to see in our history curriculum. There's also going to be a Bible verse and some type of small Bible lesson. This one's really small because there was so much information up there. But we just want a way for kids to tie that Bible verse into what they're learning and to understand how it ties into it instead of just throwing a random Bible verse at them and hope that they understand. So we always have some type of little blurb to go with that so that they're able to see that easily tied in that way. There's also going to be some type of fun, some fun activity is what we call it. And so this one is building a Native American house. So in this one, we built a teepee, but it also says like you can build a wigwam or a longhouse or whatever it is that you want to build. You are not like tied to having to do a teepee. That's just the picture that we have. And so that's a great research opportunity to look into those different houses of those early Native Americans. The next one is a 2-page spread. We have our rabbit trails page and our library list page. So these are those extra books I was talking about. These are not required, but we have some great titles so that you can go down that rabbit trail and learn more about the topic at hand. We also have a video recommendation on this page as well. And then we also have our more ideas page. So this is full of all kinds of different learning ideas. This one has to learn more about pictographs, to learn about religious dancing and ceremonies that the Native Americans have, to write a research paper on a different tribe or nation. And then this is where I love kind of multi-age learning, is that we have a recommendation for younger kids there as well that aren't going to be able to do a research paper. Learning about the stick game that Native American children played. Learning about different Native American proverbs. And last but not least, an art study on a painting. And so tons of different ideas to go down that rabbit trail and just really take that learning another step further. So that is what a typical lesson looks like. You can see that sample lesson on our website. You can also see a sample schedule so that you know how you could lay one lesson out over 2 weeks. We like to do those small bits and pieces because we don't want kids to get overwhelmed. If you have older kids, we actually have a novel list as well so that they can read novels along with this to just have it be more appropriate for their age. And I don't even have this printed because this curriculum is so old. We did not even have these yet. In the very back of the curriculum download you will get now, there is a resource page. And so that resource page has a QR code to all the YouTube videos that are on those rabbit trails pages. It has that link to the middle grade novels for you, and any other websites or kits or anything like that are all going to be linked on that page for you as well. We also have a companion journal that you can grab to go along with this. And so this is fantastic to keep everything in one spot. I'm looking for a particular page and I did not prepare myself beforehand for it and I found it. Good. Okay. So this has a spot for all of your copywork. This has a spot to take notes on the videos or books that you read. This has a spot for all of those more ideas to keep everything in one place, because we don't want you guys to have papers all over the place. We want to keep it simple, and it's really great for things like maps, because we often will say find a map and map, in this case, the explorers' paths that they took to get to America or to the other countries that they were exploring. So instead of you having to go find a free printable map online, we already provided one for you inside of our companion journal. And so it keeps everything nice and tidy. If there's a graphic organizer, that's in there for you. If there's a map, that's in there for you. So it's a really great, inexpensive add-on to make your history studies even easier. So I think I covered everything. Let me look through sample lesson, sample schedule. I think that's it, guys. I think we hit all of the different things. So early settlers, not a new curriculum, but a new walkthrough for you guys so that you can see inside of it. So we should have walkthroughs, I believe, of all of our histories now. I'm going to do a double check on that, but make sure to go find them. So if you are wanting to learn about our America's founders, you can go learn about that. If you're wanting to do the full Native American study to go along with this, we're gonna do Native Americans this coming year, and I'm gonna steal that first lesson from this as kind of like a preview of that. If you want to study about modern America, or if you want to study about ancient or medieval history or any of those things, we've got all of it. So be sure to look at those walkthroughs as well. While you are here, be sure to subscribe, because I am so close to a big milestone on YouTube. And so I would love to get a handful more subscribers. And I'm so grateful for that. So yeah, if you have any questions, be sure to drop them in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And if not, I will have this linked so you guys can find it. All right, I hope you guys have a great one, and I will try not to miss any more videos from now on when we come out with curriculum. Have a good one.